Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome to 3 Weeks Nutrition Products for Weight Loss. My name is Chris. Welcome to our channel. Today I want to start the first part of our segment out by talking to you a little on what you can eat in a day. You can have a plan, but if you don't have it in perspective and you don't have your meal choices correctly laid out, then you're setting yourself up pretty much for failure. So I just want to relax here a minute. I want to show you some stuff. I want to talk about a little bit about my weight loss journey and how this plan I implemented into my life, and how after just a few weeks it became a habit, it became a lifestyle, it became a way that I ate, and I was able to substitute regular foods in place of some of these foods that we have here. So basically 3 weeks is about a 21-day changing habit, whether you want to change something for the good or change something to get rid of the bad, for whatever you want to do. You either want to start something and change a habit, or you want to get rid of something and change a habit. Either way, 3 weeks is going to do it for you. It's just 3 weeks is habit changing time. It's a time frame. So let's say you want to give 3 weeks and you want to start a diet. And a lot of you have emailed me over the weekend, especially asking me, what can I eat in a day? And I want to answer you with the right format. I want to give you products and show you what you can pick from and how you can set up your meal. So we can start first by 1 day of meals. And in the link below and on the website, you can see other meal plans that I have just set up for you. I don't want to set up a whole week, a whole month, or a whole 3 weeks of meals for you. Excuse me. These meals are planned so that you can pick whatever you want for the day. When I'm going to have a protein bar for that day, and I know that's going to be one of my meals, sometimes I will take 2 or 3 bars to work with me, not with the intent of eating all 3, with the intent of eating one of them, but I don't know if I want lemon or peanut butter or chocolate. But I will take all 3 bars with me. I like to plan out all my meals in the morning. It's just like packing lunches for kids or whatnot, or you're going to make your lunch for the day. I like to know what I'm going to have for breakfast, what I'm going to have for my snacks, and what I'm going to have for my large meal, and what I'm going to have for my one meal. And my one meal I will explain in a moment for you. So the plan that I was on prior to my lap band surgery, which was about 2.5 years ago, was something similar to what we have. And I think that's why when I set this up with the foods, I had that in mind. I was able to put my life in a greater perspective as far as my eating and knowing how much I can eat and my calories. I lose weight when I keep my calories reduced, my sugar reduced, and I can bring my proteins up there. Carbs aren't a big deal for me. I already do not eat bread and different things like that. And if I do, it's all gluten-free. If I ate pasta, it would be gluten-free. But I like sugar-free, calorie-free, gluten-free items. And I choose that even in my salad dressings as well. I like no sugar in my foods. So basically, you're going to control your sugar, you're going to control your calories, and you're going to control your fat and your proteins. You're going to pick 5 meals out of anything we have as what I could call it as the bar. So when you get up to the bar, when you get into the website and you want to select 5 meals, you can pick any of the 5 you want. Or you can do any of the 4 meals, or you can pick 6. Depending on your size, depending on how fast you want to lose weight, depending on how much you want to lose. If you can stay between 1,000 to 1,300 to 1,500 calories a day, you in fact will lose weight. If you go over that and you incorporate foods that you're not supposed to be having that are going to spike your blood sugar, candies, sweets, snacking, picking in between meals, you're not going to lose the weight. But I know for a fact anybody will lose weight if they diet. Anybody will lose weight on any diet if they're consistent with it. But this is for 3 weeks eating on a controlled diet. So we're going to pick about 1,000 to 1,200 calories for this first day meal plan. So these are easy for packing for work. They're easy meal planning for yourself. You got to give yourself 3 weeks, and you give yourself 5 meals a day. So, but with the 5 meals, you're going to give yourself a 1 meal. And a 1 meal is, so a 5 and a 1. So 5 and a regular, whatever you want to call it. But you can give yourself 5 3 weeks meals and one regular meal. And a regular meal could consist of anything from a salad, a protein, which is fish, beef, chicken, anything like that. And then you can have a small salad with that. You can have green beans with that. You can make a veggie plate. Your one meal can be pretty much anything you want. And don't kid yourself. It isn't pizza. It isn't burgers. It isn't French fries. It isn't Happy Meals. It isn't all those other good things. And I've seen programs that are offering these items, and I wouldn't get, it was too confusing. If you're on a diet, those are the foods that got you heavy in the first place. So stay away from them. They're just not in your plan for 3 weeks. So first day out, you're gonna find out all the foods that you're gonna have in your home. You're gonna figure out what you need to do to restrict your calories, I'm sorry. And then you are going to pick your menu for the day. So day one, let's go with day one. So this is an average day for me. So day one, my day starts about 7 a.m. So when I get up, I'm not hungry at first, but I do like my cup of coffee. So I make my coffee just the way I like it. That's just one thing I will not sacrifice. I like to start my day. I like it to taste good. I get ready in the morning, and I'm getting ready to leave for work, and I make myself a protein shake. So what I like to make as a protein shake, I don't like to do my chocolates in the morning. I like to do fruit shakes. There's tons of stuff on the website to give you a variety, everything from pineapple to cherry, black cherry, vanilla, chocolate, red velvet cake. We even have Cinnabon and apple cinnamon and apple, and oh my gosh, there's tons of flavors. In that protein shake, it's going to start everything you need for the day. It's going to give you a low amount in your calories. It's going to keep your sugar level. It's going to give you that fullness that you need. You can mix these with half water, half almond milk, half coconut milk, mix half whatever you want with. I like to put water in with mine to keep it on the thinner side. Again, I'm a lap band patient, and I still eat like everybody else. I mean, my stomach's different now, but the fat girl still lives inside my head. So sometimes I have to stop myself. I usually split my protein shake in the morning with my husband because I have the thoughts of making big plates of food and big glasses of drinks and stuff, but I cannot get them down. So mine is usually half. So instead of 10 ounces or something in the morning, I can only have maybe 5, unless I split it and take it with me for the day. So 3 weeks has a vanilla protein shake that I like to throw a few strawberries, maybe a half a banana, a couple black cherries. Over the weekend, I went shopping at the farmer's market, and I bought a ton of vegetables. I came home, I put them all in frozen baggies, chopped them all up, and then I put them in my freezer. And for the next 3 weeks, because I too are on a constant type of diet, I'll go off again, on again, off again, but when I'm on it, and I'm serious. And I lost some serious weight. I've lost over 60 pounds. I'm very proud of it, but I know I can attribute that to my eating plan. That is basically it. I work a lot. I work a whole heck of a lot, to the point where I cannot have a lot of time for exercise. I do yoga in the morning 3 or 4 times a week. That's about 20 minutes to a half hour I give myself, and I have to make an appointment with my treadmill if I want to do that, and that's generally about 2-3 times a week. And he's lucky if he gets 15 minutes out of me, and only if he's playing good music. Anyway, whey protein, vanilla. I use a large scoop of this in the blender, a half a cup of ice. I use coconut milk. Usually I like with this with fruit because I just like that coconut flavor. Almond is also good. I mix a little bit of water in it to thin it out, and boom, that is my breakfast. I take that with me on my ride to work because, again, I'm not hungry. So at 8:45 when I'm walking out the door, I'm taking my shake with me. We also have Truroutine, a company that we carry on our website, that has fabulous flavors. Oh my gosh. And this one is to die for. And this Cinnabon, I can't even tell you, and it's only 120 calories. It has 24 grams of protein. So for anybody that needs to get their 65, 75 grams of protein in, like any bariatric patients, this is it. But 3 weeks isn't all for bariatric weight loss surgery patients. We're for bariatric patients as well. And of course, bariatric is overweight. And so anybody that wants to have a delicious first start of their day, a protein shake is meal one. So out of the 5 meals that we're going to do in this plan, so meal 2 for me would be about 11:30, 12 o'clock. So if I have my protein shake at 9, about 11:30, 12 o'clock, I want to have a protein bar or a baked square. And these are awesome because I like a lot of water throughout the day. So if you're drinking water with these, you're going to maximize its full potential. And I'm not going to say it swells, but it's got a lot of fiber. So what happens is when you start eating these, you notice that if you take a bite, drink some water, take a bite, drink some water. When you take a bite later, drink some more water. And you notice that you're going to have trouble getting the bar down. If you sit and, just eat it all in one shot, you're not going to feel the full effects of it. So the baked squares, the cinnamon baked squares, these are 5 grams of fat and 170 calories. And the protein bars, about 150 calories, 5 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein, 15 grams of protein, and you have a ton of fiber in each of them, and you're very low in your sugars. There's only 5 grams of sugars in the baked squares. These are good. These are thick, and they're heavy, and they're dense. I should say they're dense. Actually, all of them are. The lemon zest, this one is delicious. I had this today, creamy peanut butter. I've got a pretzel with peanut butter. It's creamy peanut butter, and there's one with pretzel. I had the one with the pretzel this morning. Again, like I said, I take more than one protein bar with me because I don't know what I want. A protein bar, you can eat half if you're not quite hungry on your snack, but you just want to have that. So that's meal 2. So there's 170 calories, and probably by the time you're done with your milk, with your protein powder, 200 calories. So you're a little less than 400 calories, and you've already gotten through 2 meals. Again, water is essential in any diet, actually, even if you're not dieting, water is essential. So my one meal, if I'm going to have it, I like to do it at lunch. It's like my favorite time of the day. My clock is from 9 in the morning till about 8 at night. I won't eat after 8 o'clock at night, even if I am working. So my one meal is generally going to be a salad, maybe a half a piece of fish, a plate of vegetables, and then I will get our Walden Farms dip. I like that with it. We have a ranch dip on there. If you have a salad, you can use any. You can go to our website and check out any of our Walden Farms products. All of them, again, are just sugar-free, fat-free, gluten-free. This is one of my favorites. This is the raspberry vinaigrette, and you have this. I mean, there's no guilt here at all, and you have a nice big salad, and you can put that on it. So that can be my one meal, and I will probably have that about 1 o'clock. So I still have 3 meals left, and it's 1:30 in the afternoon. So if I am hungry or I need to munch, because I haven't had anything that's really going to hit me, I would pick something like the steak macaroni and cheese. So this steak macaroni pasta, I don't have one of my cups with me. One of our 3 weeks cups, you can put that in it. It's a packet like this. It gives you the directions on it. I like to put boiling water in it, cover it with something. I usually have a lid or a little piece of paper with something on top of it, just so the steam stays in. Sometimes I'll pop it in the microwave for a few seconds, just to mush up the noodles a little bit because I don't want them to be al dente. This is 130 calories. It has 3 grams of fiber and 12 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar. So, okay, we have had our salad, and we have had 2 other meals that are still under 400 calories. And then this is only going to give us another 130 calories. And I will show you at the link, in the link below at the end of the video, how we added up our day and what it looks like. So we had meal 1, meal 2, we had our 1 extra meal, which is our standard meal, our regular meal, our food meal, and we had our 3rd meal, which is our mac and cheese. So it's about 5 o'clock. I want a cup of coffee. I generally will make myself a cup of coffee, and I will have something like a creamy cheesecake or a chocolate pudding or something like that. Now this I make before I leave for work. So I take the packet, I put it in my bullet. I have my bullet shell, the base at work. but I take the cups home with me. So I will take the packet, I will put a half a cup of ice, I will put in whatever the amount is. It's 2 ounces of, it says water, but I usually put in an ounce of water and an ounce of almond milk or coconut milk or soy milk or something, just to give it that little bit, you know, that creamy texture. But I want to keep it on the thick side because I'm taking it to work. I stick it in the refrigerator, and then when I want to have it at 5 o'clock, it's nice and cool. Sometimes I'll stick it in the freezer about 20 minutes before I'm gonna stick it on the bullet. I shake it up. Sometimes I have to add a little bit more water because it thickened too much. And then I put that on my bullet, and then that just whips up a beautiful creamy pudding. And I just eat it right out of the bullet. And it's a delicious, delicious, delicious fourth meal. The puddings save me. There is an array of pudding varieties for you that you can pick from, and you can be creative. You can add a little piece of fruit. You can add hazelnut flavoring, sugar-free, of course. You can use any of your sugar-free milks that you put in your coffee in the morning. If any of those milks, we could talk about that another time. All these little tricks with spray butters and spray dressings and using flavored other items that are sugar-free and gluten-free and calorie-free that you can use to flavor some of your other products. So sometimes with the chocolate, I'll add some of the powdered peanut butter that we have, and it will make chocolate peanut butter pudding. Anyway, cream cheese, this is delicious. This is meal 4. So, like I said, I don't eat past 8 o'clock, but before I go home at night at work, I know by the time I get home it'll be beyond that, and I don't want to hit the kitchen. So when I go home, I keep myself occupied. Sometimes I'll exercise, sometimes I'm tired, laundry, whatever it is, but I keep myself away from it, but I keep my water close. I always refresh my water in the evening when I get home so that I don't have to jump for, you know, snacks or crackers or anything that's going to put me over the edge and say, you know what, I just worked all day eating a great amount of calories, kept my fat down, kept my carbs down, kept my sugar down, and here I go and reach for this because I'm starving. So with your 5th meal, you want to maybe use something that is going to really get you. If you need something to crunch, pick one of the snacks. If you need something more smooth, or I will make a protein shake, but only make a half of one, and I'll make it very thick, and I'll eat it with a spoon, and it's almost like the consistency. I'll have like little ice chips in there, and it's almost like eating ice cream. And I will do that if I get home early enough. And if I don't, sometimes I'll have a soup because I can do it real quick at work. I can put it in my cup, you know, go over to the fountain, get myself some water, heat it up, and I have a little creamy hot soup, chicken noodle soup, cream of mushroom soup. We have a ton of soups. We have a vegetarian Joe. I like to put this on top of my salads and do a salad wrap with it. I won't put chips or anything in with this, but I'll only use vegetables with it. But sometimes something hot like this is good at night. And if you don't want something hot, again, if you don't want a protein drink, always go with your protein, your bars. The lemon, if you want a chocolate one, maybe a tomato soup, it doesn't matter. The point is you have 5 meals. So each one has its own amount of calories, and every one of them are under 200 calories. So if you have 5 meals at 200 calories, that's 1,000 calories. If your one meal, your odd meal, your real meal, or whatever, if anybody has an idea of what to call this extra meal that you get, which could be a salad, a piece of meat, a steak, a hamburger with no bun, then, you know, email me or Facebook me or subscribe to our channel and let me know your thoughts on what we should call that meal. But that extra meal is what floats you through your dieting plan. So you know for 3 weeks that you can have this extra meal. I think it makes the whole, it softens the blow of the fact that you're on another diet. Using dressings, using some of the tools that we have on the website to help you with that extra meal. You don't want that meal to go over 250 calories. So if you have your 5 meals at 1,000, and probably a little less than, because some of them are only 130, and then you have a 250, You know, you're at 1,250 calories. If you can stick with that for the day and all your water and maybe get a nice walk in, park further in the parking lot. If you got to go grocery shopping, push that cart full of all those items all the way across that parking lot. Let me tell you want to talk about breaking a sweat. I've done it many times. There's a lot of little things you can do throughout the day to just jack up that heart rate. You can sit at your chair and stretch. You can take 5 minutes and go outside and just, you know, stretch your muscles and just stretch your body and breathe and relax and enjoy what you're going to do for the next 3 weeks. I can post a couple links below for sample menus just to give you suggestions. But again, if you wanted to eat 4 meals of protein bars, 4 bars for the day, you're still getting all the nutrition that you want. You might get bored with it easy, but you're going to get all that nutrition. So understand that you have 4 or 5 meals and then 1 odd meal, which is a regular meal. It's going to control your sugar. It's going to control your fat. It's going to control the sugar level in your body, and it's going to control your calories, and it's going to give you all the protein you need. So you have all your days eating in one. You don't have to worry about it. You can put it all together in a baggie. You can put it all together in a little box. You can get yourself a little pretty lunch box and keep everything with you all day long, whatever you want. Create tools for yourself. Make it a happy place for you. You can save your hot meals for family time. You can have your, your vegetarian chili with a salad at night and make that. You can have your cheesesteak and macaroni. You can have that with your family at night and sit down, and then you don't feel deprived. 3 weeks, there is no eating out. So just do me a favor, get that out of your head. And if you do have to eat out and it's got to be your 1 meal, it better be prepared well. And the chef who's making it better know what he's doing. Steamed broccoli and fish, no butter. You know, there's no dessert. There's just ice water with lemon in it at the table. So sometimes eating out, there's no sense in torturing yourself. Eat out when you're done. Reward yourself then. Give yourself 3 weeks and at least 5 meals a day. And I promise you, you watch what happens. You can tell me what happens. And I think right now, that's it. I thank you all for joining our channel. My name is Chris with 3 Weeks Nutrition Products for Weight Loss. I hope to see you again. I wish you the very best of luck. And if you have any questions, subscribe to our channel and I will be more than welcome to answer them. Good luck and have a blessed day. Thank you.